So one of the Globe Earth girls wanted to ask me a few questions. She thinks that it's silly that I believe that the Earth is flat. I can't answer all of your questions, but a few of them I definitely can. For starters, you asked me about the seasons. I think that's every Globe Earther's favorite go-to, and I'm about to answer it. But before that, let's consider how seasons work on a globe Earth. When the Earth is furthest away from the sun, at 94 million miles, it is summer because the Earth's tilt is facing the sun. Does that make sense? No. When the sun is closest to the Earth, at only 91 million miles away, it is winter because the Earth is tilted away from the sun. Does this make sense? Hell no. What you are essentially saying and agreeing with is that even though the Earth is an extra 3 million miles away, it is hotter than it would be if it was 3 million miles closer because of a 23.5 degree tilt. With flat Earth, this is very logical. As I said before, the Earth is stationary and the sun moves around the Earth. The sun is in the Tropic of Cancer. What you call the Northern Hemisphere is experiencing summer, while the Tropic of Capricorn, or the Southern Hemisphere, is experiencing winter. When the sun is in the Tropic of Capricorn, the Southern Hemisphere experiences summer, while the Northern Hemisphere experiences winter. When the sun leaves a tropic, the area experiences fall. And when the sun moves toward a tropic, the area experiences spring. And the areas near the equator are always warm. Does that make sense? Now, you mentioned gravity pulling things down or whatnot. Gravity cannot even hold down my hair. It has nothing to do with gravity and everything to do with density. If something is heavier than air, it falls. If something is lighter than air, it floats. Same thing with water. Google, how does a boat float? And it will tell you. Because the air inside of a ship is less dense than the water. You asked me what did they have to gain from lying to us about a globe Earth. That's like asking me what does a pastor have to gain from finessing people in a pulpit. NASA gets over $23 billion in 1 year. Also take perception into consideration. If I tell you you are smaller than an ant in this universe, you mean nothing. But if I tell you that the universe revolves around you, that changes the game. And lastly, you asked me how much of science and everything in history do I have to deny? A vast majority of it. We have to use our common sense.